What's up everybody? Today we are going to be building a deck for our stock tank pool. If you haven't watched the video yet on how to actually build a stock tank pool, go ahead and click the link right here. First, no, I don't actually jump off the roof into this pool. I should have put a disclaimer in that video because I've gotten a lot of concerned comments on it. I'm just decent at video editing. The reason I'm not sitting on the deck while filming this intro is because, well, we sold the house right after building it, and I give a ton of credit to the stock tank pool for selling the house way above asking price. Who knows? Alright, subscribe down below and let's get into this. The first thing I did was lay out 6 concrete blocks and made sure they were flat. They don't need to be level with each other, but each one should be level itself. Then I set in my 4x4 pressure treated pieces. They are longer than needed, but I can come back and cut them later on. Here I'm building out a square frame to fasten to the 4x4s, and it's easier to square it up on a flat surface like this. And I'll be using 3-inch deck screws throughout this entire project. So I'll be making my frame level with the pool. This way my final decking boards will raise above it about 1 inch. And just keep checking that everything is level. And now I'll just fasten on the rest of the framing. I'm really just winging this design. I had nothing pre-planned. I'm putting a few lag screws in the big section where most people will be sitting just for that extra support. It's probably overkill. No, definitely overkill. And here I'm just adding some extra cross bracing. This will also help me attach the decking boards to something later on. So we had this super warped board, right? I don't know if you could tell from the video here, but it's gonna fit perfectly to kind of shape around the edge of the stock tank pool. What's up y'all? We're gonna be using the Camo Marksman decking tool again. This time we're gonna see how fast we can go with this little deck that we're building here. We actually don't have everything cut out yet on this deck and the measurements may be a little bit off, but we're just gonna show you how easy this is nonetheless. Now we gotta pause, take a few measurements, and then we'll cut right back to it. All right, so don't hate me, but this is probably the only video I have where I don't have a lot of finished footage of this stock tank pool and the deck around it. We were busy packing up our stuff while we were moving out of the house, because again, we sold this thing right after we finished building it. So I have my final house tour walkthrough footage, like you can see here. But basically for that rounded edge, I just screwed on straight boards that extended over into the pool. And once they are all fastened, I took a jigsaw to cut a rounded edge. It's actually extremely simple. Listen everyone, thank you so much for watching. A free way for you to support this channel is by subscribing down below and giving this video a thumbs up. You can catch the stock tank DIY video on my channel. And just real quick, I'm gonna answer a couple of questions that I've gotten on that stock tank pool video. First of all, the tank itself was 8 feet wide or in diameter and 2 feet tall. So I didn't get the 6-foot one, I didn't get the bathtub one. I use a 3-inch chlorine tablet and I put in a chlorine floater. You don't want this chlorine to sit on the bottom of your pool because that will cause rust or corrosion on your metal pool. Also, I don't know how long it takes for these things to actually rust. A lot of people are asking about this. It's a galvanized tank. Galvanized metal is meant for the outdoors. Now I've seen some people where they've used some kind of liner, some kind of spray for theirs, but most of the time I don't see people doing anything. Lastly, yeah, it gets warm, but it's still really refreshing. And if you are really concerned about it, throw a couple of bags of ice in there and have yourself a day. Thanks again. See you on the next one.